PFT Media.
I already hit record too, by the way, because I want to just fucking get this shit done and over with. I got steak fajitas working on. I want to not watch the Super Bowl, but pretend like I did.
There's a sports ball happening today, guys.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not that bad. It's just fucking Tampa Bay, I gave up on the NFL. It doesn't matter that Sean's walking away. I talk to myself all the time. He's also wearing earbuds.
No, it's Bluetooth, man. Come on.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm explaining to people that are watching this on YouTube later.
You know my door.
Yeah, it was for the best. But yeah, I stopped watching NFL years ago, and then the Kaepernick thing, I was like, well, I definitely don't want to watch it fucking now. They're doing the dude dirty, and I gave up on Florida State. Hey, Brittany, by the way, you set up with your name instead of the podcast account, so I'm Brittany today too, everybody. It requires logging in online to change it. I don't fucking feel like doing that. We're already starting late.
There's too many Britneys in this.
Yeah. So,
that just made my day.
Yeah, the file name's going to be real weird for this one, everybody. Oh, I'm going to have to tell. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
My problem. I guess it's Cresswell's problem, too.
It's fine. I mean, I'll change it eventually. I could have changed it, but I was like, shit. I didn't even think of that. I want to get it going. I just want let's go. I know.
I'm sorry.
I want to pretend. Well, no, it's not your fault. It's your family's fault that tells you that we're brainwashing you by helping you fulfill your dreams. And we
are. That's my whole plan.
You guys are brainwashing me. The people I work with in California are brainwashing me.
Everyone but your family
is brainwashing me.
Yeah, I mean, yes, we definitely. Yeah, people that are exploiting definitely do the things that they don't want to do when they get told to do it, like them TikToks. I make TikToks, y'all. If y'all are watching this because of TikTok, thank Brittany. It's literally not because of me. It's all Brittany's fault or her benefit or whatever positive and negative from TikTok comes. It's all Brittany's fault.
It's not, but it's not all about me. I didn't even bring Sean into this. Sean doesn't even know who I am.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't matter, but I'm telling y'all, if you enjoy the TikToks that I make, you can thank Brittany. Don't thank me. Thank Brittany.
You're welcome.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. Get just a little bit of ego, girl. Goddamn.
Every time I get a little bit of ego, somebody's like, shoots it down.
Was that Skyrim?
Yeah, it was.
You never even played.
Damn it. Hold on. My camera looks like shit.
I got my kid in her bedroom playing Civilization 6, so.
Oh, my God.
You know what's funny?
It was $8 on Switch.
I had Civ pulled up 6 before this, but I gotta get new RAM. I gotta get RAM. I had the fucking computer.
Sign up for the Patreon so you can get RAM.
Sign up for the Patreon. Which it's
son of a bitch.
Today is 2 weeks of being a TikTok. By the way, y'all, I crossed the definition into actual celebrity now.
What's
if you have 25,000 followers on any one platform, you can count as a celebrity.
Wow.
Heard that on last podcast on the left.
Well, if you're really in this for me, you'd give me 20,000 followers.
You don't post shit. What do you post?
Because I post shit and dude, I said you in the group chat. I posted I went on there and I was like, oh, this winter thing is trending. I went on a fucking snow tubing thing last year. I'm gonna post that and it's gonna go viral. It got 5 views in 3 days, which I think is probably the lowest amount of views in a TikTok video ever.
Y'all follow fucking Brittany on the goddamn TikTok. If you follow me on TikTok, you have to follow Brittany or I won't. I'll stop making TikToks. If you don't, I'm gonna make I'll make an ultimatum video tomorrow and tagging you. It's like if Brittany don't get 1,000 followers or 500 or something realistic.
The problem is you would do that. I would get 20,000 followers and no one would watch my shit. That's how my life works.
You're just being pessimistic, but I also don't know how any of them numbers translate because I don't think I actually gained any Patreons. I don't think we actually gained any patrons.
Yeah.
Now, I don't.
We have been gaining subscribers on YouTube, little.
That's
little.
Hell yeah, baby. I'm just saying. I don't know how much of that 25,000 came because they saw that one truck video, and we're expecting,
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of organic engagement and comments on there, and I done seen some titties off of that. So
Whoa.
yeah, I know. So I basically,
Yes.
I've already fulfilled everything I wanted to accomplish with TikTok. You know what I mean?
Just titties? What about dicks?
I mean, we went
Send
over
them to
this.
me.
Like, that's send them to Brittany. Like, if Ted the Elephant comes over with Drew Barrymore, then yes. But this is again why I'm not trying to steal no by the hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, I feel like getting dicks pictures is like not anything of an accomplishment.
It's kind of easy.
Yeah, I feel like it's literally kind of like.
What was the last time you guys Googled dick pic?
I mean, never, because I don't need to. I was in a group. I was in a group chat for last podcast on the left fans that were horny 4 or 5 years ago, and I set my Facebook Messenger to automatically save messages. I have so many anonymous dicks in my fucking
send
my
them
Google
my way,
pictures.
brother.
I can't. They're not my dick pics to send, Brittany. You weren't in that group chat. That's not how that works.
Come on.
No, I'm not.
I'm betting there's a lot more that are easier to find.
Yeah,
they were really easy to find before Tumblr changed all their porn shit.
Yeah, basically, if you're listen, friends, if you have a penis and you want to send it to Brittany, send it to Brittany.
This is a Pandora's box. I don't know.
I know you're fucking. You ask for shit. That's what you get.
It's because I don't get presented with Pandora's boxes often, but the most Pandora's boxes that have been presented to me in life have been from you, Tim.
I didn't think you were looking for the box.
Yeah, but we thought you were looking
for
the
dick in the box. Yeah.
No, that's not what I meant.
Again.
Oh man.
Sure, but you know what I would not do without you? TikToks or that Stranger Things thing or anything else. Something.
I felt so nerdy asking you to be in that. By the way,
what? I was literally in a fucking motel room in Wyoming, and I was like, "This woman's from LA. I'm gonna be famous tomorrow."
You didn't know that I was from Orlando.
I mean, you said you were from Orlando, but I was like, "She's in LA now. I'm gonna be a star.
Make me famous too."
Yeah.
All I was thinking was, Big Tim, he's a local Orlando celebrity. I want to be a famous movie director.
They were, it's not exploitation if everybody's getting exploited and it's consensual. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's how
consensual
LA works.
Exploitation. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you want to, role play, Sean. You ain't never pretended to be the banker in the, you ever did the business coup in the bedroom. You know what I mean?
Oh God.
I just listened to that Behind the Bastards on it. It was like
my God.
I don't know.
That was an awesome episode. I love it.
The most recent episode Behind the Bastards, Brittany, is about an hour. It's funny. You'll enjoy it, but it'll also explain that like why me and Sean are so crazy.
Wait, what is this show?
What is this? Behind the Bastards? Yes, you have. We talk Behind the Bastards all the time. It's that guy Robert Evans, who's he worked for Cracked, and he did their personal experiences and shit, and did like he got big with war corresponding, and he made a podcast about the worst people in history on the How Stuff Works network, and then iHeart bought them, and then iHeart reluctantly had to let him be famous. And now one of his recurring bits is that the show's sponsored by Raytheon, which I believe they've stopped doing because I'm pretty sure iHeart told him he'd get fired.
Because of the knife missiles.
That's incredible, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Can we do that?
Well, that would be very much like what would happen if PFT Media got bought by iHeart.
They would have to They would have to let us be famous.
I mean, could you imagine the shit I would spew?
I think Chris Crespo is sponsored by Halliburton now, so kind of in some trouble. Sorry, Chris.
I can't wait for y'all to hear me read ads for the joys of McKinsey Consulting Groups. They'll help you trim the fat at your ice camp for sure. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, everybody, it's Super Bowl Sunday, and Tom Brady's going to fucking bring the trophy back to Tampa.
I hope so.
In the fucking play gear.
Right.
I knew last year, like, Tampa Bay, something they've always needed. What have they always needed? A quarterback and a strong tight end. They won the Super Bowl with Trent Dilfer when I cared about football. Do y'all know how bad Trent Dilfer is at fucking football?
And most of the tight ends are at Mons Venus.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It doesn't matter. It's very obscure, but I was in 8th grade and they won the Super Bowl and it was fantastic. I didn't get confirmed in the Methodist Church because Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl. Seriously, they postponed the commencement or the thing, and then because of the time thing, I didn't get confirmed in the Methodist Church for that Harry Mann guy. I swear to God, because I skipped the meeting for the NFC Championship. Or for the playoff game before the NFC Championship, and they rescheduled the NFC Championship and the Super Bowl one. So I would come back, and what he did not realize was, if you let my mother go 2 weeks in a row without me coming, I'm not coming back a third time. That's not how this works. The cycle is broken. It is gone. Your religion has no hold on me, old man.
You got to tell more stories about your mom on this podcast.
No, she's awful. It emotionally drains me. You're not getting to the point where that was abuse, Brittany.
I know, but every time you bring up your mom, I don't know. Maybe I'm a horrible person, but.
Oh, you enjoy laughing at the pain and suffering in the way I say it?
Is that what the show's about?
It pretty much, yeah. It's poking the bear with sympathetic allies.
Yeah.
I get poked, but y'all don't poke me to the point where I want to kill people.
Hey Tim, tell me about your trauma.
So y'all can make fun of it for an hour and a half of rich kids. Let's do it.
We're gonna joke later.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I listened to a little bit of that. Was it Tots with Ross where you're getting called out by Tori?
Oh, where I'm not getting called out. She's wrong. She's literally factually wrong about it.
Fucking awesome.
She's fucking factually wrong about it. Like she's fucking trying to assign the winner.
She's being a bitch, dude.
She is fucking being the worst. If that were a man, I would have fucking. If that were a man, I probably would have come to blows. Like she got rich white woman privilege to interrupt me so fucking much.
Yeah. It's awesome. That makes for great entertainment.
Yeah. That fucking for people not getting the reference. There's a podcast called Tots with Ross, which is the Orlando talk show, and we talked about Christmas in July. And a local radio personality down here, Dirty Jim, who's a conservative fella and all, who I don't believe openly supported Trump, right? Did he not openly
I don't think so, because I didn't know Dirty Jim was a Trump.
He seems like a Lincoln Project guy.
He does seem like a Lincoln Project guy. He does. His wife famously tried to tell me where I grew up was Winter Park, not Union Park. Union Park is its own census designated place, goddammit. Like there's a sign in the fucking neighborhood, like we're a different city. It's not the same. And she's trying
to 5 miles away.
It is like 5 miles away. And it's like, I went to high school in Winter Park because I moved to the literal very edge of the district thing. If I lived in the next neighborhood down on that road, University Boulevard, I would have went to university with all my Puerto Rican and black friends from growing up. Right.
Yeah.
But
I literally live in Winter Park. Like I live Winter Park Y is next to me. And my kid goes to Maitland Middle School, so it's like the same kind of thing.
That's my hood. I love hearing y'all talk about my hood.
I'll give y'all my address. 4307 Watermill Avenue was the house I moved into in high school. Go look up the Watermill. Yeah,
what's the major intersections?
Fucking Econ and Watermill.
Yeah,
Econ and University.
That's the poor people's neighborhood.
No, it's not. That's a nice ass neighborhood.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that what Tori was saying? Is she saying what I said?
She's from Geneva and was acting like she was poor. And it's like, no, you had a horse and all these things. You don't get it, fucking people. There were times we didn't go anywhere or do anything. The exciting times in my life were when we got literal food stamps and I'd get pudding cups.
You haven't been poor with a horse since like 1905.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, shut the fuck up, man.
Like if you're pre-Russian Revolution, you can say you were poor with a horse.
Fight off grown men for fucking fish sticks. All right? Like, the first time I pulled a knife on someone was an uncle over fucking frozen fish sticks. All right?
Damn.
like my fucking life... It was a wild time. So to hear
I'm sorry, I feel terrible. Laughing at your pain, dude.
No, it's fucking hysterical. Y'all can go back and listen to that because I'm on edibles, I'm high as shit, and at one point Ross's watch stops. And I think we mentioned it on the show, it's just flashing. and it makes me wonder if I haven't passed into purgatory. Because that's what I've said it before, but that's what I imagine purgatory to be. Just being harassed by a rich white woman.
Surrounded by Ross.
Surrounded by Rosses. You know?
I don't think Ross was like helping much either, was he?
He was actively encouraging it. He's a
host. That's what he does.
It's fucking great when a woman that lives in a house with an elevator tells you didn't grow up as poor as you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To deny my life. My fucking Uncle Randy and my uncle and my Aunt Amy. My Uncle Randy's the one that got hit by the car and had the shed or whatever that my dad lives in now. The tiny house my dad lives in. Long-time listeners will know my dad does not have indoor plumbing by choice because he's a fucking weirdo. Yeah. He shits in Bud Light boxes. But now he got married, so he had to build an outhouse, and the outhouse has running water. But my Uncle Randy and my Aunt Amy got banned from churches because they'd go and get the food donations at every church they could every week, and then turn around and sell it for crack and shit. Like my uncles helped popularize crack cocaine in Orlando at the turn of the 90s. Like crack. I just don't want to fucking hear it from someone who has an elevator. You know what I mean? I just really don't want to fucking hear it. If you have an elevator in your house, don't harass me, because I'm only a Quaker to a certain extent.
Yeah.
If it ever happens again, I'm going to jail for hitting her. Straight up. Yeah. I'm just putting that out there in the universe. If that ever happens again,
that in the podcast.
Oh yeah, you can hear me getting real fucking close, fucking close, real close. The old me, the me that went to Winter Park High, and the me before Quakerism and shit would have smashed her head into a fucking table. Because that's just the truth. I'm just being real with y'all. I found religion.
Do you still talk to these people?
What do you mean talk to them? I
barely like Dirty Jim and them.
You wanted me to do a podcast when it's like what? So you can exploit me? You know? I'm sorry.
That's the problem is like you're exploitable.
It's not radio wars.
You come across as exploitable.
I come across as exploitable. It's like, no, you can't exploit me, motherfuckers. Yeah. I don't dance. I could be a dancing bear, but I don't want to be a dancing bear. I'm a bear that just wants to hang out with people.
Everyone thinks you're a character. Everyone thinks you're like Larry the Cable Guy and you're a character.
They don't.
Yeah.
But you're not. You're just a dude.
I'm just trying to be
living his multitudes, and nobody thinks about that.
You're allowed to have multifaceted personalities, people.
Right.
You're allowed to be more than one thing. You don't.
Are you allowed? Are you? I try to be one thing all the time, and I think that's my problem.
Yeah.
Well, it's just because it's Star Wars.
Well, you're also trying to be Luke Skywalker constantly. So,
right,
like you
What's
don't
wrong
have.
Damn it, my hair looks like shit.
You're the one that wanted to do the video portion.
She's trying to put on a stormtrooper helmet right now.
Yeah.
What's wrong with trying to be like Luke Skywalker, dude? He's a hero.
No, he's not real.
He's John Brown. He's cool.
Okay, I can't.
I mean, I don't ever once think to myself, damn, Luke Skywalker would be disappointed in me. But I constantly think, shit, John Brown, real upset. Could not fathom why I'm not dead yet. He would not understand at all why I'm still alive.
Yeah. Come on, man. I do things I'm like, man, I wonder what Mark Hamill would think about this. I don't ever want to disappoint Mark Hamill. I have disappointed him a few times, but I can't talk about that. That's between me and Mark Hamill.
Oh, you didn't vote for Anna Eskamani?
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta stop. We gotta stop putting the T before we have her on. You were right, Sean. You know what's fucking funny? Her and her sister. I know they're not identical twins and they're just sisters, but I would routinely get them mixed up, right? And well, I mean, look. In my defense, they're both similar build and all. They look pretty close to each other. You know what I mean? And I would be right most of the time. You know what I mean? Just saying. Like, if you have a fucking biological sibling that looks like you and y'all have similar builds and you're in the same field, like,
yeah,
I don't know. I've had a lot of concussions, people.
You have 2-syllable names. Like, come on.
You know. Give me just a little bit. I have a hard time with object permanence. You know, like, do y'all know how many fucking razors I bought? Like just like the the ones you put the disposable blades in, like the safety knives, you know. Do you know how many of them I bought? Do you know how many hammers I own? Because I keep forgetting I own a hammer. Oh God, the radio worth. I don't. Again, you keep acting like it'll be a radio war like any of those people. Like there's any audience overlap at all.
No.
There is no audience overlap. This is all people who either listen to.
It's barely an audience.
Yeah, these are either people that listened before or now know me from being TikTok, which like it's fine. Also, come at me.
Oh, dude, somebody came at you, and I just kind of brushed them off, but they didn't like that you said they'll beat you like an Indian. I'm like, I don't even know what he means by that.
Winston Churchill style.
Yeah, I didn't wait. What?
Well, I can't hear you. What?
Yeah, what are they mad about? What?
In one of the shows, what are we talking? I think we're talking about coronavirus, and you're like, oh, in fucking Australia, not Australia.
No, in India, the cops actually beat you. I'm not making it up. It's not something I made up. Go look it up.
You say India?
Yeah.
These people thought you said beat you like an Indian.
Yeah, like Indian
people in India are Indians.
I used the grammatically correct term, you piece of shit.
No, they thought you meant
Yeah, I know, because they assumed again because of my accent that I had to be racist about it. No, I'm literally referencing a viral video from Indian police riding on motorbikes with batons beating people in the street.
See, that's the problem is like these left-leaning people don't know about this shit.
They also don't care. They want to be right. They want to be, that's what they want. You know what they want? They want to be woke.
Did I say left-leaning or did I say liberal? Because I meant liberal.
You meant liberal.
Same thing, some of it.
No.
I can't even understand what's coming out of my mouth right now.
Sean, motherfucker, goddamn well there are some of these leftists that are just liberals that want to fucking be.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's why I'm, designating them as liberals.
And I guarantee you that's the same one that thought I meant Native Americans or indigenous people. No, I meant India. That's the name of the fucking, that's the country.
The country.
That's the name they use. I'm not. It's not like I'm doing, Mumbai to Bombay type shit. Like what? Like what are you fucking talking about?
Yeah, it's like not racist to call people that live in India Indian.
Yeah, like you're assigning racism to it because you assume I'm being racist. You can Google Indian policemen. Also, India's having the world's largest protest and the biggest tractor rally ever.
Oh, I saw that on TikTok.
And I'm fucking legit.
That's the only place anyone can see it is TikTok.
Because it's being suppressed. Hard.
Is it?
Yes.
That's why I asked you about Russia earlier. No.
Yeah, they're flying. 275 million people protested. That's the fucking more population than America. They had the largest ever tractor gathering, and it wasn't in America. It was in India with communist flags.
What are they protesting again?
Basically grain prices. And like the government's going to take away price controls and just getting fucked by the government. That Modi fella fucked by the
government right now.
The prime minister of India is basically India's Trump. He's a firebrand guy, but he's worse because he's been in the political system for a long time.
What is this like sweeping authoritarianism? It's not in America. It's fucking everywhere. Why?
Bad. Because shit's
Orban.
bad.
Yeah.
Shit's bad. Shit's bad for people. So when shit is bad for people, it's very easy to blame it on a different group. Think about the South. Poor white people were used as a leverage against black people for still to now. You know what I mean? Like you can have two reasons why shit's bad. The government, I'm generalizing here. Don't. I'm saying for this like when you're explaining to someone, they can go, "Oh, is it the material conditions of capitalism and their government fucking them, or is it people they already don't like that don't look like them?" What's the easier one? What's the easier one to understand? Have you not like the rise of the QAnon thing? What feels better to believe? That everything's systematically stacked against you, or the people at the top eat babies, and that's why everything's bad.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like
it's like not being able to accept Trump or Biden as president and being like, oh, Trump and Biden, they're gonna switch faces. Like, what is so bad that you have to tell yourself that?
Well, probably because their life is drastically getting better and their material conditions are getting worse, and they can't understand why. You know, we keep deporting people, we keep putting more people in cages, but yet immigrants are stealing our jobs.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
Because it's not true. That's not how that works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you know, Bernie Sanders wasn't wrong when he said illegal immigration depresses wages, but it depresses wages because the illegal immigrants are getting exploited.
Yeah.
That's why. If you
Exploitation
can't,
all the way down.
all the way down.
That's really what it is.
It's the turtles all the way down, but it's literally just somebody getting fucked all the way till you end up with somebody that lives in the jungle getting fucked by fucking a CIA funded airplane. You know, it's just, yeah. So it makes it a lot easier to go, oh, a minority group did it.
Yeah.
You know, it is so much easier for a government to go, you know, oh, shit's bad and we fucked up. Like India's having massive troubles with basically, which, you know, the person that I don't remember, Dog Mom 4 or whatever on fucking TikTok that got mad about the Yang thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Technocratic solutions are not going to be the answer. Look at what India is doing with technocratic solutions, and it's leading to people starving to death because they tie their government benefits to a tech solution to prove identities.
Yeah.
So people literally starve to death because of small scale corruption and shit. And the problem with Andrew Yang and his UBI is it's not realistic. It's also an either or. You either get all of your government benefits or you get the $1,000 a month, and they're going to do the VAT tax. Well, I mean, we're all from Central Florida. The Greenway was supposed to be free once the tolls paid for it. Remember?
Yeah.
Y'all remember that?
I think all the toll roads are supposed to be eventually like paid off, and then
Yeah.
like, hey, here's a road.
And then they didn't. And they didn't.
Yeah.
They're never
And
going
they
to
go
do
up every time I go down there.
They're constantly going up. They're constantly going up. And you know why? Because that's a way to extract real money from people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's hard currency.
Do you have to pay those? Are those like red light tickets?
Oh yeah.
That's
They won't
total.
let you renew your tag. The reason why
fuck.
it cost me so much to renew my tag this last time was because I was just running him in the old blue. Well, I also partially was like, fuck it, the government's probably gonna collapse and coronavirus is gonna kill me anyways. Why pay tolls? Plus I was driving on the 417 and I thought it was the same price. I didn't realize how expensive it got by pay by plate. I owed like $800 worth of tolls for a year.
Damn.
But I was also taking the 417 like 4 times a week to East Orlando.
Yeah.
But you know, I was driving like the company truck, you know. But also, you know what I really felt, you know what I really would have felt stupid laying on my deathbed? If I had paid my fucking toll violations with coronavirus in March of last year, or May or June or July of last year. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Like just real talk. Like coronavirus has not been good for your uncle's long-term planning abilities. You know?
Yeah. Fuck all of us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, every minute I'm worried I'm gonna have a deadly fucking respiratory virus that's going to take me out. I'm not gonna survive a Ronabout. I'm just not. You know what I mean? Like,
Or you might, because I was sure that I was gonna get it and die, and I didn't get it.
Well, you've been exposed like 20 times, so you're immune. Obviously, you're like the superhero.
Yeah,
I'm like Luke Skywalker.
I'm so glad you survived that. You also haven't had pneumonia like fucking 20 times and shit like that.
No.
I'm not gonna make it, friends.
I don't want you to get it. Yeah.
I don't want to get it either. That's why I'm trying to avoid getting it.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't. That you know, do what you're
Well,
doing.
don't even cough on the podcast.
Hey, I fucking cough all the time from dry mouth, and I get so paranoid in the store.
Dude, I think I coughed or sneezed near somebody in the store, and they gave me a dirty look, and I was like, "Excuse me, what? I can't fucking cough? That's why I'm wearing the goddamn mask."
Do you sneeze in your mask or out of your mask?
In my mask.
Oh, I'm out of mask.
You're a psychopath. Are you serious?
I into my elbow, but
No.
like sneeze. I don't want to sneeze into my mask because I'm gonna have to wear that.
No, that's what the mask is
I pull
for,
it down,
Sean.
sneeze into my elbow.
I don't feel my nose anymore, so I haven't sneezed in a long
Doesn't wear a
time.
mask.
Okay, you are supposed to sneeze into your elbow, but that shit's gonna go down. It's gonna go up. No way, dude.
But if it's in my mask and I have corona, it's gonna go back into my lungs, and I don't want that.
Yeah, he
No,
might.
it's
The
not.
viral loads. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm
You
halfway.
can't reinfect yourself.
Yeah, you
It says
can.
who? Prove it.
Yeah, you
I don't
can.
know.
Like, it's all about viral loads. Like, if you got corona and it's sitting on that mask, that's why you're supposed to reuse the mask. You're not supposed to you're supposed to wash them and shit.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I wash them.
I don't know. I think the answer
You're
to this
talking to
is,
the most germophobic person on the planet.
and you're talking to one of the least germophobic people on the planet, because I don't give a fuck.
I
I've
just
been
put my
trying to
hands
build
in
my
the
I
dirt.
know
immune
you had
system
a
up.
mushroom growing out of your fucking shower ceiling that one time.
I did. Well, that was also from upstairs, and that was y'all know I
And there
paid
was psilocybin, so.
I paid $850 a month for that fucking house, and that was
Really?
with a deal. Yeah,
Was that the
I li-
place I went to?
in DeLand, yeah, it
Yeah.
was. You couldn't get pizza delivered after dark, and I still paid $850 a month to live.
Dude, that place is probably worth like $400 a month.
It was worth $500. Every place is worth $500 a month. A house, a 2-1 is worth $500 a month, and that's what it should be.
Wait, it
I
wasn't a
live in the
house that I
2-1.
visited.
I know it was an apartment, but I'm just saying, I say house interchangeably with apartment or whatever.
Oh yeah, I
'cause
forgot. We're rednecks.
Home.
That's what we do.
He means a home.
I've lived
Do
in
that too.
35 fucking places, man. I can't keep, they've all been variations of houses or whatever, I guess.
My friends
Or
get very confused in LA
Structures.
when I'm like, let's go back to the house. They're like, what? You don't live in a house.
But yeah, you just call it the house. It's like the dog is the dog, the truck is the truck. It's like,
But
those
did
are,
you know that that's a Southern thing?
yeah, I'm aware of the language of
I
it and how
did.
it turns into, yeah, I mean, well, you don't have a heavy accent as I do, and don't have like, where's your family from, Brittany?
From like South Georgia and Florida. My grandparents were like from South Georgia, moved here.
You just
That's
mean
all I know.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, I don't know any farther back than that.
I wonder why.
Wait,
That's
why
kinda-
do you wonder why? What am I missing?
It's just kind of suspicious.
I know,
There's this
dude.
war of Southern aggression or Northern aggression. I'm sorry.
All right. I'm gonna risk maybe cutting this out. I know for a fact. I'm like 99% sure that my family owned slaves. How many white joiners have you met?
I mean, none.
None. How many
None.
black joiners have you met?
Well, there's the Tom Joyner in his morning show I used to listen to all the time on my
Bro.
way to high school with chemo.
I hope this doesn't make me seem like a dumb white girl, but I sat next to a girl on a plane coming back to Jacksonville who we started talking, and her last name was Joyner, Joyner, and it was a black girl, and I felt so guilty the whole time because I was like, my family probably fucking gave you that name.
I mean, you're being a little egotistical to think your family
Am
was rich
I?
enough to give that particular black person that last name. But maybe.
She was flying to Jacksonville.
True, but again, Jacksonville's big. Did y'all do y'all famously come from money?
Jacksonville's big.
I don't know. I don't know farther back than my grandparents really, or my great grandparents.
I'll tell y'all something that got cut out of my old podcast and couldn't get brought up, and I won't say too much, but someone was digging around in their grandparents' old attic and found their slave ledger. And that particular person would get heated anytime we brought it up and wouldn't make fun of it. We make fun of my dad or my crackhead uncles. All my family could be a raccoon or whatever, but I couldn't bring up the fact that one of them owned slaves and like they had the transaction logbook. Like none of my family's ever lived in one place long enough to have records that dating that far back, as far as I know. Maybe the Murphy ones that I don't talk to up in North Florida can go that far back. But like the Martins come from like Pennsylvania and shit, from out of the mountain. I'm fucking poor white trash on both sides. There is no good answer for me. But you know what I don't have in Great Grandpappy's attic? A slave ledger from the ancestral house. So,
all right, so how should I feel about this?
I mean, you should feel bad.
I feel awful. I like have contemplated changing my last name from Joyner.
Yeah, but Skywalker's really long.
Yeah, Brittany Skywalker. What up, bitches?
I mean, do it. There ain't nothing really. I mean, shit, there ain't nothing stopping you. What? If you get married, you can change your last name. You're gonna get married. Listen, we're gonna get famous. We're gonna get famous.
Brittany Solo Skywalker.
You keep saying that. 25,000 followers in 2 weeks. I'm already a celebrity. Heather's got 1 million, and I got her.
Dude, I wrote Heather into our TV show, and I was like, Heather will never do this. And then Heather fucking blows up.
Why would you think she wouldn't do that shit? That woman.
You told me you told me
she's
she
flaky.
would.
She's flaky, but she'll do it if there's money involved. And now,
$100, $100 for 20 days of shooting.
We probably
you guys
could
are
get her
doing
to
the
come
mask too.
Huh? Yeah,
Dude,
we should make a mask sequence.
When I did her live or whatever, her TikTok live, we got banned 45 minutes into it, right? So we went to mine, and a bunch of her followers came with it, and I was like, no, Jim Carrey, I don't have to entertain your Jim Carrey shit. Like, stop asking her if Jim Carrey's noticed her. Why would Jim Carrey notice her? Why would Jim Carrey acknowledge her existence? You know what I mean? What is Jim?
He will.
Why?
He will.
What is he?
Because I don't know. Like, didn't fucking Rosie O'Donnell follow her and shit?
Yeah, but this is what I'll guarantee y'all right now. Jim Carrey won't acknowledge her existence until he has a project he needs to be promoted. And then his publicist team will reach out or whatever. But until then, he will not acknowledge her existence. My
whole show, The Wilds, it seemed like it only got promoted on social media. And I would click on some of these social media people that were like promoting our show. And it was like people that had like 20,000 followers. And I'm like, why would you pay to get somebody with 20,000 followers to promote an Amazon show?
You don't have to pay very much.
I guess so. What would you take if somebody was like, we want you to promote this?
$500. I did one for teeth. I did one for teeth people. I was a national spokesperson for a tooth repair place a few years ago that I got it from those. I got it because they reached out on Reddit in like Orlando comedy run by that fucking the weirdo sexual predator fella I don't want to mention. Apparently has a dating podcast now because comedy can never truly get rid of monsters. But he sent them my way, and I did it for Dent Temp, the temporary dentist thing. But their whole fucking thing was so. Oh my god! So this ad company reached out, and I told them $500 because I thought I was going to get paid via PayPal. I got paid via computerized check that was partially handwritten from a small bank in upstate New York, from a company called the Royal Drug Co. Inc. Okay, that fucking check basically was radioactive. I ended up fucking having to give it to Amber, my best friend, and she put it in her bank account, and it finally cleared or whatever, right? But I took this shit to Publix. They wouldn't do it. Also, no one would believe they did a national advertising campaign. They wanted to have times where the cap, the temporary dental cap, because it basically would be a filming thing, saved your day, right? And the first one I sent in, the first couple cuts, I accidentally sent in their competitor that had a similar name, videos praising them. But they did it. Remember that hurricane came? I can't remember what hurricane it was, like 2017 or 16, what the name of it was, but like power got knocked out and shit. It was one that ruined my hot dog cart business and basically set my life back again or whatever, right?
Yeah. I wasn't there for that one.
Well, the deadline for this thing to be filmed was then, but I didn't have no power. So I just went to Walmart and I shot it in the Walmart pharmacy at 4 a.m. Right. And they didn't pay up front and the product cost like $8. So I didn't buy it the first time. I literally but they wanted people to submit stories that could be made up of the time this place saved the day. And they didn't make that clear. And I think 12 people total entered the contest for money. I should have just had someone enter the contest, right? Instead of promote the contest because I would have got paid more. But yeah, it was a absolute failure. But these people, they wanted me. I talked about how I had a date with a girl at Buffalo, but the Cuban press sandwich from 7-Eleven broke my tooth and I had to get out there anyways, so that's why I used it. And it was so fucking stupid. But yeah, I'd promote an Amazon show for fucking $500.
$500.
The Wilds is my favorite TV show. It's the only thing I watch. It's the only thing that calms me down.
I know so many people were talking about how great the show was, and I was like, man, I bet none of these fucking people watch the show. Not even one of them.
I'm legit. I mean, I'll be legit with you. I've heard good things about your show independently of you from people who don't know you, but I didn't be like, oh, hey, that's my fucking podcast co-host. Edited that a little bit just in case. I didn't want to get you fired or whatever.
No, I'll start season 2 in April.
Well, I'll wait till
Don't
April.
associate with me.
let's. Yeah, I don't want to jinx nothing just yet.
Yeah, true.
God damn
True,
it.
true. I have stuff for us to go over.
Well, let's do it.
Oh, the Google Doc. Let's see the Google Doc.
The Google Doc.
Oh, I assume that's what you put it in.
No.
No,
Oh, it's
why
all
would
in
there? Why would
Notepad.
there?
Host
Okay, let's do the
disabled. Wait, you got to turn
Notepad.
on sharing.
I envisioned you now that you took over the fucking. You wanted to pay for the thing. I kept wanting to just steal from them. I got, I was fine with just stealing the fucking Zoom. You pay once, then run it up to, and then make a new account. But no, Brittany's got to do it the right way. She wants to have a real account and shit. So
I don't even know who you people are.
yeah,
oh my
like,
My computer
god,
just
dude.
showed up.
I'm sorry.
no, don't apologize. It's funny as hell to say it like that. We should legitimately not just sign up for an account, sign up for 1 month, and then run it to cuts us off with a new email. It's probably for the best to take it somewhat serious.
I know. I'm trying to take it seriously.
I know. I'm shitting on
I'm
you
trying
for
to
it
make
because
TV
it's funny.
shows here, guys.
I
If
feel
you guys
you,
want
I
to
feel
see
you.
10-minute TV show and a fucking kick-ass TV show, follow us.
All right. Yeah. Time for Patreon.
Let's see the Star Wars.
Hold on, make sure I'm opening the right one.
Yeah, don't open up your fucking X videos or your Pornhub search.
Do you guys see this?
Oh God, yeah.
Dog bite.
Like he didn't fucking plan this. You got to turn your sound on.
How do I turn the sound on?
It should have been on.
He's copying my style with those glasses.
Shit, I forgot how to do it.
Unshare the screen, and when you share it again,
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because Zoom.
Share sound.
Just make it, yeah.
Here we go. Let's start over.
There are all sorts of.
Pause it for a minute. Let's give
me.
some context on who this is.
Yeah, true.
For people who aren't from Orlando, this is Orlando fixture John Morgan, who's a trial attorney who invented an agency for advertising attorneys, and he's rich as shit. He's also Democratic super donor. He's the primary reason why we have medical marijuana in this state, because he was trying to get his friend Charlie Crist reelected elected governor or whatever, or governor or senator.
I don't
remember
know
which
any
race
of
it
this
was.
stuff. So
Well, because you didn't work in local politics. You're the fucking. That's why you're Luke Skywalker. We plucked you out of the fucking desert, Brett.
Yep. That's me, dude. Just put me in the Starfighter and I'm gonna blow up the Death Star. Let's go.
From the years 2014 till about 2017, I was told by people that if I ever saw him in public, I was not to say anything to him in case I pissed him off.
Wait, so is he a major dick?
No, he just donates a shit ton of money to
another
Democrats.
DUI.
Okay, all right, I got it.
And famously, there were rumors for a long time, and he probably didn't have a driver's license. This motherfucker didn't say that he had it the whole time, but just go ahead and play the video, Britt.
For people like me watching this, let me just point out that I was very confused on whether John Morgan was a Orlando attorney, a Florida attorney, or a national attorney.
And the reason why is because he invented an advertising agency that packaged. So he partnered. I went to high school with his. He used to be Morgan, Collin, and Gilbert, right?
Yeah, I remember
Morgan,
that.
Collin, Gilbert, right? I went to school with one of the Gilberts. I played football with him. Morgan broke off because he wanted more money, and he also invented that advertising agent. Because you know that For the People thing?
Yeah.
He sells that at Nashville. He teaches other attorneys how to make advertisements.
John Morgan? Really?
Yes. Dan Newland was a John Morgan partner.
There's some lawyers, I think they're in Jacksonville, that I think have something to do with this, but I don't know.
Yeah, because he's got an advertising agency.
Yeah, they go all attorneys. Morgan go all the way. I know that Georgia, South Carolina, they're
all over the place. He basically franchised.
I've seen their ads up there.
He basically franchised slip and fall accidents, car wrecks, all kinds of that shit. Right? Anything he can't. And he got a big class action. I think he might have even been part of the tobacco thing for Florida, right?
Yeah.
He's not a bad guy all the way around. But he also would show up at Wally's all the time, which is a dive bar in Orlando, and buy everybody drinks. You know, he's famously.
He's a Wally's fixture.
He was a Wally's fixture. There was talks that he was going to buy the damn place. And if
he tried to, I think. I
don't know if he tried that hard. I feel like he was just trying. I feel like he just said.
I just read the weekly.
He's got enough goddamn money. He could have had that if he wanted it. You know what I mean?
He could have had that entire street.
Yeah, he could have had an entire street. You know, he could buy hoods up if he wanted.
Hey, these guys, I think these guys are the Jacksonville John Morgan that I keep getting them confused with. Have you guys heard of Farrah and Farrah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm seeing they're
I live in
aggressively
St. Augustine.
advertising. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right,
so
let's watch
play
it.
this John Morgan thing here real quick.
All right.
Are all sorts of rumors about me. I think the one that is the funniest is that I don't have a driver's license. I can't drive a car. People see me drive up and they go, "What are you doing driving a car?" Well, hell, I have a driver's license and I got it right here. I'm going to show it to you just to prove it once and for all. This is no, wait a minute, that's my medical marijuana card. Hold on.
It's barely ever been revoked for DUIs.
Yeah. Florida's driver's license system is not the greatest in the country. I'll tell y'all for a fact. Is my Uncle Randy, that one that got hit, by the car we talked about, I've referenced before, he got his driver's license permanently revoked in 1996 by the state of Florida. They told him that he was never going to be allowed to drive in the state of Florida again. He went to Alabama. Florida didn't digitize their records or somehow, and he slipped through the cracks. So he was able to get a brand new driver's license in Alabama. When he moved back to Florida, Florida had no record of him ever having a driver's license and just transferred his Alabama driver's license.
Good old
In Alabama,
Florida.
it's a place. Alabama, I went there. It's been about 10 years. They still use the word colored to refer to me. So
Alabama
it's a
is
different
backwards
world.
as fuck. And where my dad lived, Op has a rattlesnake rodeo, which if Corona wasn't happening, we'd be going to it because I want to go to the Op rattlesnake rodeo so bad one day. You know what they do? They put, I know you're about to ask, what's a rattlesnake rodeo?
Yeah.
They put a bunch of rattlesnakes in a barrel, get them mad, drop them out in a circle, and the one that gets closest to a human wins.
Okay. What and you own that rattlesnake, and if the rattlesnake wins, you win money? Is that how that works?
The rattlesnake one, I didn't pay. I think they eat them no matter what. Like the rattlesnake loses, they get ate. They serve fried rattlesnake at the Op rattlesnake rodeo. There's a beauty pageant. I think David Allen Coe played there one year.
Oh,
it's getting even better.
Basically, Sean, you can't come.
Yeah. I'm
We
staying
do a
home for
road
that
trip to it.
one. Yeah, send me some TikToks.
Yeah, we'll send you TikToks up, man. We'll just.
Hey, what's that Cobra doing?
Yeah, we'll put a GoPro on a fucking skinny white guy. That'd be a live feed for you. Listen, and you know what, John Morgan, if you say this and you feel like I'm shitting on you, I'm not really shitting on you. What I'm shitting on you is you acting like Arby's is a money laundering operation.
wait, that was another one, right? Should I find it?
Find that one real quick. Because this multimillionaire has been a multimillionaire for like 30 years. Can't understand why Arby's is still in business.
The dude owns Wonderworks.
He does own Wonderworks. He owns an upside down White House on the iDrive Strip. He's a multimillionaire. He's been a multimillionaire for years. Why the fuck would he know what Arby's has on the menu?
I know. Hold on. I don't think I have it on.
And
YouTube.
he lives in
I might
Orlando.
get it on TikTok.
And
He lives in Orlando. Why do you go to Arby's instead of Beefy King?
Well, Beefy
That's
King
like-
got 2 for $5 chicken sandwiches with a coupon.
Yeah, but
would
they
you guys
have
believe that I've
good
never
food.
been to Beefy King?
I haven't either.
What? No,
Yeah.
you got to Beefy King. Beefy King's awesome.
Understand how to get to y'all. I didn't go to a lot of restaurants growing up. I still get guilt about fast casual.
I haven't been to
dining,
Beefy
any kind of
King
dining.
in 2 or 3 years, but it's, you can spend
Anytime
20,
I
you can
go
drive
to-
to 20 minutes.
I could, and I might one of these days. But
You should, because it's good.
Anytime I go to anywhere that ain't fast food, I feel immense guilt for spending that much money on one meal.
No, but it barely costs more than fast food. It's like,
Well, no, it
$8
doesn't matter though.
per
But in
combo.
my mind, it's still
okay.
it's a
Timmy,
mental block, friend. I'm gonna go.
Tim.
I'm gonna go. I listen. I get my
No,
unemployment on
we're
Tuesday.
gonna go.
Okay, we'll
All right,
go.
come
We'll
on.
go. I
All
get my
right.
unemployment
All
on
right.
Tuesday.
It's all on. It's no. I got it. We're
Okay,
gonna
you
get.
got it. Okay.
I got
I
it.
gotta bring
We're
this
getting
up on my
tots.
Pornhub window.
Bring up your Pornhub window.
All right, here we go.
I want to see a millionaire driving a car who's talking about he lost his driver's license again. He's making these while he drives. He's in
All right,
a
here we
luxury sedan.
Hold
I got my
on.
glasses though. I
No,
don't like that he
I'll
has
play.
my glasses.
The thing
I was
about
trying to wear
Arby's
these till they were
that I
cool.
don't understand is how does it stay in business? There are certain places that I haven't been to in 10, 15, 20 fucking years. Like, who goes to Bojangles? I drive by Bojangles.
Me.
Who's there? I drive by Crystals. Unless you're drunk as shit at 3 a.m. Who goes to Crystals? How do they stay in business? The one that I really worry about is Arby's. I have not been into an Arby's forever and ever and ever. I see them everywhere. It's like Hardee's. I see Hardee's and I see Arby's, but I've not been there in 25, 30 years. How the fuck do they stay in business? I don't know. I think it has to do with organized crime and perhaps money laundering. I don't know.
I'm subscribing to this now. This is awesome.
Well, listen,
this
Arby's
is like the
did
best
Waco.
thing I've ever seen.
I told y'all before that Arby's did Waco. Arby's is responsible for the Waco.
Wait,
massacre.
what do you mean?
Have I not done this one with you?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
So the reason why Arby's is responsible for the Waco massacre is because do you know who the #1 fan of Arby's was?
The Waco
Janet
bombing
Reno.
guy?
No,
Okay,
Janet
okay.
Reno. Waco was Branch Davidians, the church, right? Do you know who the #2 fan of beef and cheddars was back then?
No.
David motherfucking Koresh. But also, this is the thing that I totally did not make up, and it's not just me spouting off nonsense. The Branch Davidians love to weigh everything. They want to know the weight of everything. So they weighed Arby's sandwiches, and they noticed that Arby's was cutting down on the amount of weight, right? And Arby's sent Janet Reno and the ATF and everybody down there to silence the Branch Davidians so that America would know that Arby's was cutting the weight on the beef and cheddar. And the reason why they had to use those incendiary rounds on the Branch Davidians, right, and burn all them people alive, was they had to keep the silence about beef and cheddar. It's like Subway with the subs not being a foot long. They had to keep it quiet.
Is this true?
No, it's not fucking true, Brittany. No, it's not true. It's not true at all. None of that is true. I have no fucking clue if Janet Reno ever ate at Arby's ever.
That's the funniest shit I ever heard in my life.
That's basically what John Morgan just said. That's basically what he did, though. That's what a multi-millionaire attorney basically just did, and he wasn't doing a bit.
He legit thinks that?
No, but he's a fucking attorney, and he's accusing a fast food chain of being an organized crime front.
It's almost like being
Can you get
insanely
sued
rich.
for libel
puts
for
you out of
that?
touch.
Well, no, probably
He
not.
can afford it.
He can afford it.
True.
He can afford it. But it's like, no shit, you don't. You haven't been there. How do they stay in business? You're a multi-millionaire. I don't know how they stay in business. Like, how's this places stay in business, John? Tell me how they stay in business.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's not like I'm
what?
going to Taco Bell if it worth like $250 million.
Yeah.
Now, you're fucking usernames for the people.
Bring it down, Tim.
Oh, you're hitting the gate.
Yeah, you're in the gate.
I'm literally hitting the audio gate. I'm getting so upset that Zoom is pressing me. But it's just the hypocrisy of but by the way, that's a Democratic super donor.
But I was going to say this. When I see that and the mainstream media sees that and the mainstream liberals, we're like, look how badass John Morgan is. He's
Yes.
cursing. He's fucking calling Arby's out for being fucking
He's
criminals.
calling Arby's out for what? For being a fucking beef and cheddar? For being a primarily a lunch meat based fucking restaurant?
Wow, he's sitting the bare minimum.
He's driving $100,000 goddamn car. That's probably a Lexus. It's probably a Lexus LS, right? Or a Mercedes-Benz S-Class, right?
Yeah.
And he's talking about he doesn't understand how crystals stay in business. You know how crystal stays in business? Because you can get a sack full for less than $10.
$12.
Yeah. When the coupon and the app and shit, you get for less than $10. When you're selling garage doors or you fix, I unironically know several garage door techs who fucking love crystals.
I unironically love crystals. I
Crystals
would
is
go there
fucking-
right now.
Yeah.
I used to go to Crystals all the time.
I would go to Crystals. I mean, I'm probably going to end up going to fucking Popeyes right up the street from me.
Dude,
You know what I mean?
Popeyes. Oh, the Popeyes in LA saves my southern white ass. Because you can't get sweet tea anywhere else. You can't get good fried chicken
I don't
anywhere
know
else
how
in
the fuck
LA.
you live around in fucking Space Yankees. I don't know. Fuck. That's what
neither,
California is. It's just Space Yankees.
I know.
There's a crystal right next to where the old Betos used to be.
Oh, I know. They tore it down though.
Not the
Or
crystals.
the crystal's still open,
No.
but they tore
Yeah.
down. I'm not. I was thinking of actually.
It's
the
over.
titty
It's
bar.
OLE.
Yeah, I was
There's
thinking
one
the titty
like right
bar.
in that parking lot.
There is. I
Oh,
went there
yeah.
a bunch of times. That was right by my shop.
Club Wana.
It was right by my shop.
Yeah,
I went there for breakfast a
Club
bunch. Fucking Crystal's one of the few places you can get grits through a drive-through window.
Yeah,
Crystals?
for like $2.
Yeah, for like
You get
$2.
grits at
Yeah.
Crystals?
Yes.
Oh shit.
And they're
And
good.
I have.
They're good. They're fucking. They're
Yes.
actual grits. They're fucking. They cook them and they make them, and they're real. They're not even instant grits. They're real grits. They make a big pot of grits every day. And
Damn. They put
sometimes
avocados and shit in grits out there in LA. It sucks.
Avocado's good. I'm fine with that. Put some avocados, some pico de gallo.
Nah.
Throw it all in there. Oh
I
yeah.
hate avocados.
What?
You like avocados, Tim?
who the fuck are you, Sean?
For real?
In grits?
What's wrong with avocado?
In grits?
You could the grit. That's like saying like, why would you put avocado on bread? It's a stationary.
Why would you put
like,
avocado?
because it's
Avocado.
Listen, I think putting cheese in grits is a fucking blasphemy. All right.
Okay. No.
You know what I mean? I'm a grits with just some salt. I don't even need butter in there. I love grits. But listen, I'm gonna broaden my horizons, and it probably would be good. The fattiness and the creaminess of the avocado mixed in with the grits would probably be good.
Mhm.
But deep in my core, just let you know, I'm calling you a heathen from the inside.
I do that every.
You're a heretic. You're a fucking heretic. You're
No,
a
I'm
heretic.
not saying I've never done that in my life. I haven't.
You having
But I
them
would.
thoughts. You having them
Yeah.
thoughts. It's heretic. You're having heretical thoughts. All right.
I'm bi for grits.
All right. I mean, just saying. I like my grits in a traditional style.
I'm grits
traditional
fluid.
style grits.
Yeah.
Traditional.
Some
There are
butter,
some
yeah.
traditions that
So we have
should be
to-
black
respected.
pepper.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we have to do it the old way.
The only Southern tradition that honestly should probably be respected is grits. The rest of them are racist and
Hey,
shit.
let's be honest. Avocados are more south than forth.
Oh yeah, you're not wrong, but I'm just saying, like, just the
The guac will rise again.
yeah. I used to say that shit unironically when I was a fucking kid. Oh, and I had this joke book that I got from my Aunt Jory, who was Jewish. The only Jewish person I met till I was like 17, right? In high school.
Dude, I didn't realize that I had never met Jewish people until I moved to Orlando. What the fuck?
She gave me a bunch of old hacky joke books, right? And one of them was like they were very, very offensive, but one of them was like Jewish jokes, and but they were like Israeli. There were a whole bunch of them. They're like pro-Israeli jokes. I remember one of them involved Israel wanting to start a war with America, and the guy goes, "Why would we do that?" Well, look what it did for Germany and Japan. Right? Like getting rebuilt or whatever. And it's just like, oh man, that joke sucks.
Oh man, we're gonna start building settlements next to my house.
All right, y'all want to read Donald Trump's
Yeah, let's end
letters?
on that one. Let's end on him. Let's end on him quitting before he got fired.
Wait, how long have we been going for?
1 hour and 2 minutes.
Because I had some other stuff too.
Well, we got derailed at the start, and also the Super Bowl's happening soon, and
Are y'all watching the Super Bowl?
The
What
big
the
game.
fuck?
what are they gonna do? The NFL come get it?
Oh man, we're gonna get canceled by the NFL.
Oh, I'd love to get canceled by the NFL. Ban me forever, NFL.
Come at me, Roger Goodell.
Yeah, you know what? Roger Goodell can suck my fucking ass.
I don't know.
And Tom Brady's a weirdo. I don't care if he's gonna win for Tampa tonight, but he's a fucking weirdo, and he loves Trump.
Are y'all really gonna watch it?
No.
Probably. I like CTE because I probably have it.
Oh, I definitively have it. When I die, y'all make sure to get my brain studied.
All right, Tim, are you gonna read this?
Yes.
Since I failed at reading last time.
Miss Carteris, I write to you today regarding the so-called disciplinary committee hearing aimed at revoking my union membership. Who cares? While I'm not familiar with your work, I'm very proud of my work on movies such as Home Alone 2, Zoolander, and Wall Street, Money Never Sleeps, and television shows including The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Saturday Night Live, and of course, one of the most successful shows in television history, The Apprentice, to name just a few. I've also greatly helped the cable news television business, said to be a dying platform with not much time left till I got involved in politics. The quotations have ended now, or the box there,
parentheticals,
parentheses or whatever has ended.
Yeah.
And created thousands of jobs at networks such as MSDNC and Fake News CNN, among many others. Which
is this real?
Yes, I checked. I honestly checked. Which brings me to your blatant attempt at free media attention to distract from your dismal record as a union. Again, he's never wrong. That's just me editorializing. Your organization has done little for its members and nothing for me, besides collecting dues and promoting dangerous un-American policies and ideas. The laughter's not in the letter, but I just can't fucking laugh at him getting a SAG pension for like the last 20 years and him cashing it and him still acting like it's not done anything for him. Like the Screen Actors Guild has not done anything. It got him the presidency. The only reason why Donald Trump was the president is because he was famous for The Apprentice. All right. Yeah. As evident by your massive unemployment rates and lawsuits from celebrated actors who even recorded a video asking, why isn't the union fighting for me? I wonder who caused all them unemployment rates among live productions. I wonder. Yeah. These, however, are policy failures. I can't believe this motherfucker put policy failures in his fucking... Ooh. All right.
I know, dude. It's unreal.
Your disciplinary failures are even more egregious. I no longer wish to be associated with your union. By the way, he didn't put an exclamation point there, but he put when I got loud, he put an exclamation point at the end of to name a few, and who cares had an exclamation point. But I no longer wish to be associated with your union does not have an exclamation point. As such, this letter is to inform you of my immediate resignation from SAG-AFTRA. You have done nothing for me. Regards, President Donald J. Trump.
But hold on, I had to go to the SAG-AFTRA site to get this letter. SAG-AFTRA today released the below statement regarding Donald J. Trump's resignation from the union. Thank you.
Notice they didn't address the fact that they changed the requirements for the SAG and health insurance during the middle of the pandemic and all, or any of his actual legitimate criticisms of them. Because again, anytime Trump criticizes, you have to automatically jump on the side of Orange Man bad.
Yep.
Right.
And that's why the MSNBC or whatever and the fake news CNN loved him. And they're always going to love him. And that's why he's not ever going to get impeached and removed or whatever like they're talking about. Nothing's going to happen. You know why? Because they're going to use that motherfucker as a boogeyman to do blue no matter who till he dies. Yeah. And then they'll use his daughter to do blue no matter who. And then they'll use fucking Barron Trump in a mecha suit to do blue.
No, Barron Trump, he's going to be blue.
No, he's not. That's you being wishful thinking, Brittany. I promise you. I don't
think many people third generation rich end up like that.
I know.
Yeah, there's. I can think of one. We've referenced one that had the slave ledger thing. He's fourth or fifth generation rich. They don't turn blue, friend. You just don't. You don't have your dad be the most powerful man on the fucking planet who squandered the American empire. He literally fucking fumbled the football. He this shit could have kept going for probably maybe 50 years. You know what I mean? It really
what, like if he got reelected?
No, I mean if he fucking not bumbled the coronavirus response, he would have got reelected. And he probably could have ended up installing himself as the God Emperor of America.
Yeah.
But instead, he fucked it up because he's a messy bitch.
Because humans are fucking incompetent.
Oh, he's a messy old debutante from New York City. He's a fucking dandy.
Yeah. He actually ruined it for Jeb.
Yeah.
That's what really happened. Jeb should have been the next one.
Yeah, well.
Really? I don't know.
Well, Jeb was favored to win until Trump fucking cleared Jeb or Ted Cruz, which, what? People will tell you that Trump is the worst president ever, and that's because they don't know shit about history.
Oh, yeah.
That's just a
The
fucking
business
fact.
plot.
I thought you were going to say Ted Cruz would have been even worse.
No, Ted Cruz wouldn't have been worse.
Whoa,
Ted Cruz,
coming from you?
Ted Cruz probably would have been equally, maybe worse. But the legacy of Trump is going to last for a long time, right? And Trump might have actually done one good thing in that it might have actually, Trump exposed an awful lot of unwritten rules that should have been written down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he disrupted the power structure just a little bit, and made him just a little bit nervous. And he also got me he's probably gonna get me $1,400.
It's like he lifted the skirt a little too much. That's really what happened because
but he didn't
everyone
go far enough.
Yeah,
but he did
but everyone looks at like Bush as like, oh, why can't we have a statesman like Bush?
Yeah,
and Bush killed like what 2 million people.
Yeah, something like that to avenge his daddy, his daddy's record. And I'm watching this
and look at his granddad.
Yeah, and his granddad. Yeah, look at
again
his
the business plot.
Business plot coming back to like all that. I'm watching this documentary about the lead up to the Iraq War. It was produced like by Bernard Shaw hosted, and it's too right then. It's like from 1990 or whatever, from 1991 and shit. Like it's at the time, right? And it's so wild to have like John Kerry. The first Iraq War vote went 40, like 53, 47, right? And the second one went, what'd it go, like 90 to 10 or something, right? Some stupid shit, Sean.
Yeah, almost no one voted against the second.
Almost no one voted against it, right? The war that kind of made sense, but also you listen to Bo Black podcast, people they'll explain it better, but like we pretty much set Saddam up to invade Kuwait. Like this is not a fucking, and it was known then. Like we told Saddam we didn't care. We the official American foreign policy of it. I'm gonna pull this documentary, Brittany. I saved it to have you pull a clip from it. We'll play it on the show one day. The director of foreign policy word from America is like, where America's not gonna get involved in Arab on Arab conflicts.
Saddam Hussein gassed the Kurds with American munitions.
Yep, and we use that as justification to invade them.
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah.
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 It's just it's that
almost
old,
no one did anything like that without involvement from direct or covert American involvement.
To do a little whataboutism too. Soviet Union did some fucked up shit too, but I watched this documentary that was Soviet internal propaganda, right? This little like 15-minute thing that was made by American talking about the Soviet system and shit, right? And I want both of you to watch it because it literally is now. It is here right now. And the way they're talking about the Soviet Union is us right now. It is literally us right. It felt so bizarre to watch them. Remember when toilet paper wasn't on the shelves?
Yeah.
They reference that kind of shit. And it's like, it's so fucking wild. It's so wild. We got so lucky we beat the Soviet Union. We did. We just got so lucky that we beat them. We fucked Russia so hard in the 90s. It's a crime. Yeah, it's
a crazy thing.
I found this girl on TikTok that was like talking
Yeltsin.
about generations and the education of generations, which you guys have talked about this too, but she was saying like the baby boomers, they were alive, like, or they were children, I guess, during like the Cold War, right?
Yeah.
So it was like propaganda to teach them that communism was bad so that they would help them fight Russia. Not because communism was bad.
I mean,
it's never been achieved.
It's never been achieved. It literally, like, even the Soviet Union said they didn't have communism. They had even socialism.
China says the same thing. China says they'll get it by 2030, 2050, something like that.
Vietnam even says they don't have communism. Vietnam says
into a thing that I was going to show you guys.
Show it, and then let's end on that.
Yeah,
we're going to end on the Trump letter, but I want to I got to pee. It's getting me 5:30.
I don't know if we can do this fast though. I mean, we could. It's like a 5-minute video.
Then we'll save it for next week. It ain't gonna be, it ain't gonna change. Nothing's gonna change right now and then.
Yeah. This is not a timely thing.
I appreciate all of y'all listening and all, especially if you came from TikTok. I'm sorry if you thought we were going to shit on Yang more, but I'll save that for next week.
Yeah, next week.
Or if you thought
I
we
have
were
so much to say about Yang.
Yeah, or if you thought that I was going to apologize for shitting on Yang, no.
No, never apologize.
Wait, did you say you turned that person though? They're a fan.
No, I didn't turn them. They've been listening to a bunch of episodes and they're like, I don't know. They brought up the debunked talking points or whatever about Yang. It's like, well, what's been debunked? You know, you come tell me. I asked on Twitter, like, can any of y'all give me a reason to like Yang? And somebody came in and said, like, his marijuana policy. You know, but
all of my friends in LA will they'll be like, yeah, man, I love Andrew Yang and Tulsi Gabbard. And
because Tulsi Gabbard sucks.
All your friends are Jimmy Dore.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, and Jimmy Dore, Mr. Forced to Vote.
Sam Snead? Is that his name?
Cedar?
From Majority Report. Was he shitting on Yang this week?
Who knows?
He probably should have been if he wasn't.
I don't consume any of that shit. I don't consume any of it anymore. Now that we make this, I don't consume any of that shit because I don't want to step on them people's toes. I
watch it for that reason. Make sure that, like, if we talk about it, well, to talk about timely things and then make sure that we're not talking about the exact same subject that they are.
Word. I mean, I still listen to my Chapo. I listen to Trillbillies every now and again. I listen to QAnon Anonymous all the time. I love them fucking dipshits.
I think I'm gonna start listening to them.
Million Death Cult's about my favorite thing right now, though. Them boys just crack me the fuck up.
They get paid for that.
They do get paid for that.
I need to pay for the premium.
I've been paying for it for a long time. It's good. It's worth it. Their premium, some of their premium episodes, it's been fun to watch them grow as a show because I started listening to them when I had so much free time in the work truck, right? And I was craving shit all the time, and I had more money than I ever had before because I made $41,000 in 2019.
The American people will make you think that that's like, oh, that's great money.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all I had was making great money.
I'll share my tax return with you guys and off mic.
Yeah,
because I thought I made it. It seemed like I made no money.
Yeah, listen, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But to watch them grow as a show and watch them get funnier is good. It's wonderful. And it's Street Fight. I listen to Street Fight, the premium, occasionally the call-in show. You know, otherwise I read mostly defense news stuff to keep up with all the foreign stuff. And now, unfortunately, the stupid TikTok things because of Brittany. But now I'm mostly just watching people shake their ass and then like people mad about other things like I'm mad about. So
yeah,
it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I was gonna say something, I totally forgot what it was. This has been my worst episode. Let's just fucking end this shit.
You say that every episode. You always think it's your worst one. You have no self-esteem because of the people you live with. It's ridiculous. The Street Fight Discord loves you. They do not like me and Sean. They love you.
I have no idea why these people are like probably like so much more smarter than me, and they're like, "What the fuck is wrong with this girl?"
You keep confusing smart with having been like poisoned brain pill wise.
I'm unlikable.
You are unlikable. You don't fucking talk. You don't fucking
you're unlikable. You like Coed and Cambria. Like, you're my one Coed and Cambria friend.
my one benefit.
I mean, I have enough likability. Anybody in my general vicinity, including on a Zoom screen, just seems more likable instantly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I agree with that.
I can't help it, everybody. I think it's because I'm so fat. I got the charisma is pound for pound or whatever, right? I have so much more extra. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do.
I just try not to be somebody that I'm not. And that's like my biggest fear in life.
Well, you know, I try to be earnest and sincere in all things, especially my criticism of Andrew Yang.
And I try to be unlikable everywhere.
Oh, this mask thing is doing wonders. Is doing wonders for people talking to me randomly in the store because I look angry as fuck in the store with the mask on.
Dude, I love wearing the mask.
I don't want to go back, everybody.
Me neither. It makes me look so cool. You don't have to look at my fat face. I look like a Star Wars character in a mask. God. Where's my mask? Look at this. Tell me I don't look like a Star Wars character, bro. I got the little thing.
It's Brittany Fett.
I'll fuck you up, dude.
The Joiner Lorian.
I honestly was expecting way more Star Wars from you with that. I was fully expecting like full on like, okay, well that one just says Star Wars. That don't count. You want to really get you fucking Star Wars look. Start wearing you an N95. Wear the respirator out with the face shield, Britt.
Yeah. No, that looks stupid. This looks cool.
No, it looks cool as fuck. It's literally Star Wars prop.
I look like I'm a. I don't know.
I mean, you do look like you're in Star Wars a little bit.
Right?
You look like a character that Twitter's going to drag relentlessly for no fucking reason. It's like, she was in the movie for 5 minutes, man. What the fuck are y'all mad about? You know, Jesus Christ.
Dude, everybody complains about the Asian girl from what is it, Last Jedi? I thought she was the best part of the movie.
She was fantastic in that movie. She was relatable as hell. She was the only relatable character in that fucking movie, I felt like.
I was like, what are you guys fucking
Her
talking
whole arc
about?
was great.
Get rid of the rest of these motherfuckers and make the movie about her.
Yeah, I don't understand white people on the internet.
I can't say that because like my views on Star Wars, people would probably. I'm in the racist whitewashing.
We've explained this. You're not. We've explained this before. You're being conditioned by people that want to excuse the failures of their storytelling by telling you you're racist because you've got mad. It's not your fault. You didn't write that movie. The movie was written not by. They wrote bad parts for the people of color in the Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
Just straight up.
Yeah.
You know, you want to come at me with that wrong way? Eat my whole fucking ass. I'm sober doing this one.
A great clip because there's so many Star Wars people I can tag in this and
they'll
love it.
Tag them. YOLO.
We are with you guys.
Y'all did John Boyega dirty. That fella's a fantastic goddamn actor. Attack the Block is a fantastic movie.
I love it.
Probably one of my favorite movies and one of the best. The emotional range that man can show on his face is insane. And they made him a goddamn space janitor?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I know. But nobody was complaining about that when The Force Awakens came out. They were like, oh, look, there's a black guy in Star Wars. And I literally, in the movie theater, when we watched it for the first time, I was with my boy Turtle, and I go, they made him the fucking janitor of the Death Star? And he was like, I don't know. And nobody talked about that.
I'm just glad it didn't show up for the last one. That's what's important.
Yeah,
well, did they not put him in the last one?
I don't. Do you remember the last one?
I don't know if I watched the last one, to be true.
I saw the last one. I could not tell you a single thing that happened in that movie.
Me neither. It's
I love Star Wars. I don't
know if I've ever
watched
that last one or not.
Dude, let's watch it together. Because you will hate it, dude. You will hate it.
Like Rey did something.
I fucking hate Rey.
That's all I remember.
Anybody who says Rey's not a Mary Sue is a fucking moron.
The fact that they made her a fucking like descendant of all that was just so. What the fuck?
I had no idea what they were doing.
It was so cool that someone other than I don't know the space royalty could be famous, could be bad, could be good at it. It's kind of like how when you Google and you find out that everybody that makes anything, their fucking parents Ron Howard.
Right.
You know, oh, we're celebrating female directors. It's Ron Howard's fucking kid, man. The fuck?
I know.
I don't know if I call her a Mary Sue, but
do y'all think my kid could headline the Bowen Bush?
Wait, what makes her not a Mary Sue? She is 100% Mary Sue. See, this has been my argument with Star Wars.
Why we should have left with this fucking. This is a Star Wars podcast too, everybody, and it's a Star Wars podcast too now. I don't care. It's to keep Brit around and make her happy.
I don't know.
Let's go finish Mandalorian.
This ain't the message that you came to hear, but I can't help it if I just don't care.